In this video, I'll teach you how to trade gold on smaller time frame and why you should trade gold on smaller time frame. Now, when it comes to other forex assets or forex pairs, you can trade them on your 1 hour, 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 4 hours, so on and so forth. But when it comes to gold, after you're done with your analysis from the 4 hour, you scale down to smaller time frame in order to what? Find entries with less drawdown. Now, come with me. How I taught you guys how to mark your key levels. Of course, you start from your weekly time frame, right? Now, if you start from your weekly time frame here, you can clearly see that what? You want to pay attention to the last 3 candles. Now, which last 3 candles are you paying attention to? 1, 2, 3. Not this recent one. This recent one that was created, you don't pay attention to it. You only pay attention to the last 3 candles before the recent one. Now, what can you see from this last 3 candles? This is the level where gold has been struggling to break, right? So automatically, this market is looking like a push to the upside, a retracement, then more push want to happen. Is that clear? That is what you do on your weekly time frame, all right? You just go to your weekly time frame and you mark what? The last 3 candles. Now, with that information, you already know that this market is bullish. So anything you should be looking for on gold should be what? Buys. Now, let's move to the daily time frame. Now, this is your daily time frame. Now, when you come to your daily time frame, what do you do on your daily time frame? You draw your support and resistance, correct? Correct. You come to your daily time frame, you look here, you draw this level here, you look here, you draw this level here. Now, these are 2 levels where you want to pay attention to. If gold should sell back to this level, you buy. If gold should buy back to this level and does not break any all-time high, you sell. Very straightforward. You need to keep your chart as easy as possible. Don't worry, I'll teach you guys my simple trading strategy I use whenever I want to analyze the forex market, all right? Don't miss next video after this. Now, we're done with the daily time frame, right? Now, let's move to the 4 hour. Now, on the 4 hour time frame, definitely we're marking our key levels on this time frame, right? Now, the first key level we want to mark, if you watch my video on key POI, you will know that we want to mark where the buy originated from, right? Now, if we're marking where the buy originated from, this is it, all right? And this is also a key level because anytime the market comes into here, we want to either look towards, to either buy the market or sell the market. Now, let's watch where a sell originated from around this point, right? Now, we've actually narrowed the 4 hour chart into from 10th of August to the 7th of August, the recent movement of the chart. Always remember, the only reason why you go back to the past is maybe when you're back testing or you just want to see how the market play around that level and what you should do in the future. If not, you should only pay attention to what is happening recently. If you've not watched my market structure video, go watch it. We have 2 types of exhaustion. Exhaustions that lead to a reversal or exhaustion that leads to what? A continuation. Now, let's scale down to the 1 hour time frame. Now, if you scale down to the 1 hour time frame, it's currently loading. Then we'll get back to the 1 hour time frame. All right, now we're currently on the 1 hour time frame, right? Just give me a minute, guys. Let me reconnect my phone. That it will be easier for us to analyze the chart. Now, remember, when it comes to gold, I promise you, if you learn how to trade gold on smaller time frame, you're going to make a lot of money. All these traders you see catching 1 to 5, 1 to 10, it's because they trade gold on smaller time frame. So please learn that, so that when everybody is catching gold setup, you will not come online and be angry with people. Now, this is your 1 hour time frame, right? Now, on our 1 hour time frame, we can clearly see that the chart has actually gone beyond where the last buy started from, which is our key level, right? So now we're moving to this point here. We can actually move this here. We're moving to this point. This is where we want to pay attention, right? Let's change this candle to red. Now the 1 hour key level is red, while the both green candle are from our 4 hours, right? We've used the weekly to determine the direction. We've used our daily to see what's going on. This is our 1 hour. Now let's scale down to what? 30 minutes. Now remember, when it comes to trading gold, other peers, you can take entries from 30 minutes, 1 hour, 4 hour, and so on. But when it comes to trading gold, please always take your entry from 15 minutes or 5 minutes. I know you would ask me why. It helps you to get a smaller and tighter SL. Except you're a pro trader, like me, I can take gold setup from daily, I can take gold setup from page 4. Because my account is able to hold a drawdown. If your account is able to hold a drawdown, you need to ask yourself that question. Now let's move to 30 minutes time, sorry, the 15 minutes time frame. Now, if we're currently on the 15 minutes time frame, you can clearly see that at this point, we have a liquidity here, right? At this point also, we have a liquidity at the bottom. Meaning, if gold should start rejecting at this zone here, remember, we already know gold is bullish, but this is the 15 minutes. The market can still retrace before it continue buying. If gold should start retracing here, and we end up seeing a push into this zone, and the market closes around here, where are we going to be selling gold to? We're going to be selling gold back to this point. That is your 1 hour what? Your 1 hour key level. Why? Because we have liquidities resting here. And when we sell it back to this point, because we know daily, weekly, 4 hour are all bullish, then what are we going to do? We buy it back to create a new upside buy. This is on your 15 minutes. Now, let's say on the 15 minutes, the market does not retrace like this. Right? The market does not retrace. Then the market ends up breaking above here. What do? You wait for the retracement into this zone, right? You wait for the retracement where? Into this zone. You place your SL above, you place your SL below this consolidation here, then you buy back to the upside. You're using just 20 pip SL to target over 300 pips from the market. So this is how you trade gold on the smaller time frame. It helps you to enter the market, reload your bullets. If you lose, you come back, you re-enter, reload your bullets, you lose, you come back. Before you take 5 loss, you know you've lost 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 100 pips in 5 trades. But if you take that same setup on 4 hour or daily, 1 trade, you end up losing what? 100 pips. So trade smartly, trade like a sniper, and learn how to trade gold from smaller time frame. If you've not watched how to trade gold like a pro, go and watch this video. If you've not watched the only strategy needed to trade gold, go and watch this video. It will help you in the long run. Now, let's talk about how you can also trade gold in the ranging markets. This will help you. Now, when you scale down to 1 hour time frame, find where the market is ranging. Now, we can actually see that the market was actually ranging at this point, right? And also ranging at this point. Now, let's scale down to the smaller time frame. The reason why I added ranging market to this video is because when it comes to smaller time frame, you can actually also use it to trade gold when gold is ranging. Now, let's move to the 15 minutes time frame. Now, your 15 minutes time frame, what can you see? You can see the ranging here, right? Now, when it comes to trading gold on the ranging market, it's actually very easy. I've told you guys, when it comes to gold, you always want to pay attention to what? To the wicks that are created, because those wicks will tell you the pressure of buyers coming in or the pressure of sellers coming in. Don't forget. Now, this is a consolidation, right? When it comes to trading gold on the consolidation or a ranging market, when you notice the market is ranging like this, and there are so many wicks at the bottom, wait for the market to clear those wicks, which is the sell, which is what the buy side liquidity, and the market push back up. Now, in situations like this, what can you see here? There were so many wicks at this point. Then this market dipped below. This point here, the market dipped below, came back here, dipped below. Automatically, what has this market given us? A double bottom, right? And since then, the market held this point. Meaning, if you want to buy gold, this is where you'll be looking to buy gold, around this zone. Do you understand? Because the market has already cleared these last two that were formed here. And when you are now buying it, you will buy it above the consolidation box that was created. Don't forget, you will buy it where? Above the consolidation box that was created. Now, let's move to this one and use here also as an example. Now, pay attention to here, guys. See what happened here. The market created this, right? Now, see this line. This one went below. Do you understand? Meaning every buy now that you're looking forward to, would be what? It would be around this zone. You did not buy here, you waited to see what will happen. Now this one went below to clear this two. Now you know that the buy can actually happen properly. Now you placed your level here, because initially, see where the key POI is, because the buy started here. You place your level here, wait for gold to rally into that level, then you place a buy. This is how you trade gold on smaller time frame, and how to also use smaller time frame to trade gold on ranging markets. I remain Okwanto Uchi, I'm still a sniper. Remember, we are snipers. We don't chase the market, wait for the market to come to us. Peace, guys.